so the running backs know that.
This meeting is being recorded.
So the running backs know that they're going to be given the ball. Do you do anything like that?
I guess to answer that question, I'm just, both my hands are on the football. I'm doing my best to put it in their stomach. And I'm not as much of a runner. So I think that when people are scouting against me, they're going to be more inclined to take the running back. To take the running back and make me run. I don't know. I'm just thinking about keeping it right in his stomach and being really, really firm with my hands. I'm not really thinking about too much more than that.
Let's see.
I don't know if that answers your question. I think it's also like a feel thing with your running back and, what's his tendency? So far, this is 2 times in a row. Have you guys ran this play before, and what is he doing? I guess that's your job as a backup in this situation. You're being put in the middle of the game. You're trying, have you guys ran this play yet? I'll ask that question.
No, we haven't.
Okay. So.
Yeah. But like before I was in.
Yeah, you ran it the play before, right? You read it really well. And I think this time the defensive end makes the same decision. He took it from you, so he's got to hold on to it. But you're probably getting blamed here, so take the blame.
Yeah.
You made the incorrect read, so technically it's still your fault.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to skip just to like your reps because I wanted to go kind of over the game planning and stuff for this coming week. I got to talk to Aaron as well. You guys don't really have the most time back there. I thought you did a very good job of throwing quick game. This is great footwork, great read, one high safety, slant flat, or slant bubble. He's attacking the flat. Outside backer goes with the bubble, right behind his head. Excellent job. So they go into trips and they motion, or they move with the motion.
Yeah.
So very likely in man-to-man, 2 people follow the number 3 receiver. Hold on, let's see here. Do we have slant flat again?
Yeah, we do.
So what made you go to the single receiver side? You remember?
Because the defense moves with the motion.
Okay.
Because that's what.
Hold on. Why didn't you throw it?
I was waiting for the backer to come down on the flat.
Fair enough. Okay. I mean, you just unfortunately just kind of chose the wrong side. If that's your answer, you just chose the wrong side. Yeah. Okay.
Should I have gone to the other side?
No. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to make you think like shoulda, woulda, coulda. You like this is man to man. You said the defense shifted with the motion. You chose the man-to-man side. I said, why didn't you throw it? You said I was waiting for the backer to clear.
Yeah.
Those are all the correct answers. So, and then you have pressure in your face. You're who screws up? Let's see. Is it your right guard or right tackle? Right guard. No. Center. Excuse me. Yeah, center loses. So I think by now you want to be able to have the ball off. But you have two you have a press matchup to that side. So if you're choosing that side, you want to make sure that you're really feeling like, yeah, he's going to win. He's better. He's going to win. And you're kind of and here's one other thing too, MJ, to think about. Where are you on the field? Like right, left, middle?
Left.
You're left, right? Okay, so yeah. You're left. So you have a slant flat concept to both sides. Yeah. Which side is going to take longer to develop?
The wide side.
The wide side, especially because where's the flapping ran from?
From the backfield.
So he's got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
So just know that if you're choosing the right side, slant flat, I would say slant flat to the boundary with the running back would probably be better, just because he doesn't have as far to go. So the timing of the concept will be a lot better with your footwork.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. This helps me. But with Coach T, he says like when the defense moves like they did here, go to the side that they shifted away from.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Like, hey, they just left man on an island. You got one-on-one, but he loses. So he's not really allowed to get mad at you in this play. Unfortunately, because if you do go to the boundary side, you could throw either slant.
Yeah.
Now he breaks on it well. I mean, they play it well, and they get a rush on you.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with your decision, and there's nothing wrong with what Coach T is telling you to do.
Okay.
They just, in man-to-man, it comes down to like, you guys just have to win. It's one-on-one.
Yeah.
Man-to-man, right?
Yep.
There's no zones you're trying to like sneak into.
No.
Okay. What do you see coverage-wise here?
Like cover one.
Okay. Cover one. Do you have any? And where are my safeties?
There's one.
Where is he?
He's at like 7 or 8. In the middle.
Is this him?
Yeah.
Okay. He's pretty shallow right now. He's pretty shallow. What are you thinking in terms of like what's happening in the box? Like they're showing a 4-3 box right now, basically. Right? Like they've got 7 guys in the box. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Where are the safety's eyes?
On the 3-man.
I would say so too. And right now I would be anticipating that these guys are going to blitz.
Yeah.
So what's our concept here? This was a great throw, man. I remember watching this. I watched this tape already. This is a great throw.
Yeah.
Good job. Sorry. Were you reading the corner here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Job carrying out your fake. So I thought you started off throwing the football very well. It's great when concepts are called that work against the defense that's being shown.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you see defensively here, pre-snap?
Cover 3.
Okay. And what do you have? What's the concept?
Curl flat.
Okay, so you choose the boundary side here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Where's your flat defender?
Uh, it is drop. Like, I can't draw on here right now.
It's okay. Well, where is he? Is he, I mean, where should the ball go right now?
The flat defender. I mean,
It
the
should-
flat.
right
The
now,
guy who's playing the flat. Yeah.
right now. Be greedy taking flat routes. Ball. It's first down. And like when you're reading this pre-snap, remember, okay, if I'm seeing this as cover 3, I see one high safety, I see the both corners are off. Well, who's my flat defender then? Okay, I got to look to the next defender inside of the corner. He's all the way in the box.
Yeah.
Right? So he's not even like in a he's playing run. He is, he's playing inside, right? My eyes should go immediately to him. And as soon as you see that he hasn't just like flown out, especially if this guy has free release, ball. Yeah. Give it to him. Right. Instead, we got a late hit. So I guess we got kind of lucky there, but
yeah,
could have avoided that. Could have just thrown the flat, boom, got the ball out quick, made another great decision, throwing the football. Good job carrying out your fake. Good job carrying out your fake. It's just man-to-man, right? They're playing a lot of man-to-man and on the goal line.
Yeah.
They're just playing your run. Man-to-man on the outsides. I thought you could have attacked the defensive end a little bit more here.
Me too. Yeah. Me too.
Like just like go sprint at them. Because you're a run threat. Just be aggressive. Force him to make the decision and know that the more aggressive you are at him downhill, he's going to commit to you. It's going to create a lot more space for your running back and for your pitch. Let's see, line of scrimmage. We want to try to see how close to the line of scrimmage we can get before pitching it. Attack his inside shoulder and force him to go inside. Unless you're being told otherwise. Because you want to get the ball to your back.
Yeah.
Good push. Is this Aaron? This is that was it, huh?
Yeah, that was it.
Well, congrats on the win.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the times you had the opportunity to throw the football, you did well. Good footwork on the smash. Good footwork on your quick game. Just stay in there. Stay in there. If you're willing to take those hits when you're running the football down the field, you should be willing to take those hits in the backfield. Stay in there and don't fade out of your throws. If you don't need to, you can drive the football down the field. Drive the football down the field. Okay.
Okay.
Do you not have any scout? Oh wait, here it is. Sorry. Oh man, I think I watched that. We'll watch. Sunny Hills is going to be they run like a wing tee. What did you guys have practice today?
Yeah, we did.
What'd you guys practice?
You
guys haven't really ran the wing tee this season in a game yet, right?
No.
Have you guys practiced? Did you guys practice that today?
No, we ran a lot of trips with the tight end.
Okay, well, let's watch modern day and watch what works. So, you watched a lot of trips with the tight end?
Yeah.
Elijah Brown. I think that's his name. Oh, wait. Whoops. Hold on. Is that his name? Elijah Brown?
Yeah, that's his name.
What do you think of him?
I think he's pretty cool.
He's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah. He was pretty good last year, too. He was a 10th grader last year.
I thought he was a freshman last year, no?
No, he's a junior this
He's
year.
a junior now? Okay.
Yeah.
La Mirada, they're going to be a decent team.
Yeah.
They're in your league?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. So it's you. This is first league game?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so it's La Mirada. Who else? Who else is in your league?
La Mirada, Downey, Warren, Paramount, and Mayfair.
Gotcha. It's a good league.
Yeah, this is new. La Mirada and Mayfair, they're new.
Okay. La Mirada's good. Warren's good. And Paramount's not that bad either. Downey's not that bad.
Yeah, Downey's pretty good. Their
Okay.
quarterback's really good.
Enough about all these other teams. Let's focus on this defense. Okay, this is all just, it's just ignore that stuff. The Lions got to take care of that. Okay, they're just trying to confuse the line a little bit and make them wonder which gap they're going in. When defenses do this, you really got to, you got to trust your zone slide. You got to trust your gap. Does that make sense?
Yeah, when I'm calling my protection.
Yeah. So, if you're calling protection, you're just, I would say you're just kind of sliding to the strength right now. Excuse me. I would say the strength is to the right.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, that's where my head is at. When I see defenses do that, coverage wise, I'm seeing this as too high. You got to see what this guy's gonna do. I gotta watch it. This is just a run. Okay, he's got eyes for. I guess that's bullshit. See how much space this man has right here?
Yeah.
Right now, MJ, how many guys do they have in the box against the run?
6?
Yeah, so and how many guys do they have to block?
6.
I would live in a world where you just give those. Because,
Trust our guys.
Yeah, trust your guys, because what's going on out here? It's like 3-on-3, right? You see how they're all playing almost like a man technique? They're all at least showing man right now. It looks like they're all looking at helmets, are all looking at the receivers. And so they're gonna follow and break on what they do. So we don't have like a 3-on-2 matchup where, hey, we have 2 receivers to block only 2 defenders out there and a free ball carrier. Now this is modern day, but like, I guess you could RPO him, but 6 for 6. I really like the give here.
Yeah. Give is nice.
But shoot, hey, I mean, you got a 10-yard gain, so. This is kind of shitty film. Okay, so I'm trying to pause it. Looks like they have 1 high safety. We got 5 in the box. Really good run look. They're playing the pass. He's dropping into coverage, kind of playing like flat, carrying vertically, almost like bracketing him. See one high safety. He's, I guess you could call him the second high safety, but he's playing a little bit more underneath, and he's definitely breaking on this out, and so is this corner. So this to the right is like a stick concept. You got like double out.
Yeah. Is that the footwork? Is that a 3-step?
I would take one step and load.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
One step, load, and shoot. In high school, you guys' hashes are so freaking wide, but you got to be ready to throw that outside go if the corner bites. Now, I think here, what I like to do, especially when I throw the out to the field, because it's such a far throw, I like to just kind of like stop them up. I don't necessarily throw the out and lead them to the sideline, because if I'm deciding to throw this out, that means that like I've basically seen corner bail or sink enough, and this backer has matched the stick.
Yeah.
And as soon as I see that corner bail, like I should have confidence to throw that out. You have the arm strength to do that. Put it right on his body, take that 5-yard gain.
I had to start coming to the sessions again.
I'd love to have you, man. Okay.
No,
What's up?
I miss it. I feel like some of my throws have been off though.
I don't, I think volleyball arm and maintain relaxation. Did we ever do vertical L drill?
Yeah, the very beginning in like December or like November.
That's a great drill. That's a great drill to do during season. It's very simple, and it's like doing that with the mirror drill and like finding that connection. Can you see my picture right now?
Yeah, I can.
Finding that connection like with the front foot when you separate, and where you want to kind of like cock your arm back before you pull through. Working that in the mirror and associating that feeling with what it looks like is very helpful in season, because it's not like a crazy structured like I need to fix my mechanics kind of thing. It's just like simple adjustments.
Okay.
So I would suggest kind of maybe looking into that if you're feeling like you're a little off in the meantime before we see each other again. With that being said, what are you seeing defensively here, MJ?
Kind of like a no high.
So zero, cover zero.
Yeah, cover zero.
Yeah. So what? Huh?
Yeah, cover zero.
Cover zero, okay. What else about this cover zero? Anything else you notice about the defense and what's getting ready to happen?
This guy, the guy to the, I don't know if on the left, looks like he's gonna blitz.
Yes. Who just walked over him?
That safety.
Yeah, that's safety, right? He just came from over the top. He just walked over number 3.
Yeah.
And most likely now he's going to come here. So we got man to man. And my running back right now is on my right side. So we can protect this, right? We can protect this, and we don't want a defensive end coming free. Yeah. If we can prevent that from happening. Okay. And right now my tackle is uncovered. So I would want to slide this left to pick him up here, and then running back is responsible for anything else that comes through. You guys don't. I highly doubt you guys really go over like the mic and stuff like that. I don't know if the line is calling that out, how well they do that. Now your left tackle is a little more covered, so it's more obvious that he's coming.
Yeah.
They end up dropping and only rushing 4, so should be protected. They call 4 verts. When I'm throwing 4 verts against cover 0, I like the matchups best with the nickels and safeties. Okay. Just because they are not as good as defensive backs at covering. Unless you have press outside matchups and no safety help over the top. But like see on the outside here, you have your corners are playing with the most depth out of all the defensive backs. So I think your number 2 or your number 3 is your best matchup here. Yeah. He chooses, I think, number 2. Just unfortunately not the best pass there. So this is too high. It's a too high look. This is like a no high look. You see this cover 0 here. There's no high safeties. You see your 2 man-to-man matchups with your number 2 and your number 3 receivers. Mm-hmm. So I would say this, MJ, if La Mirada is playing man-to-man against modern day high school, that tells me, I mean, what does that tell you?
They're probably going to do the same with us.
I would assume so. That is a, you know, that takes a lot of guts to play man-to-man against modern day.
Yeah.
Let's see how it continues to work for them. That's what they are in, though. Okay, so now it's a little bit of a different defense. Gosh, I wish they had a wider view. Unfortunately, they don't. I would, oh, I can see his shadow right here. There's another safety right here. So this is a too high look. This is a too high look. Their corners seem to sink a little bit. I'm watching just the field corner. The middle of the field is very open right now.
Yep.
Very open. Their corner sinks and their linebacker matches number 2. Okay. I'm just kind of like making notes and like talking out loud. Please, if you have any questions or like want me to stop to explain something, let me know. So this is
okay.
This is another too high look. And middle of the field is very open. The corner to the field is playing off and he sinks. He's matching number 2. So he's not just immediately buzzing out to the flat. He's looking to see what number 2 is doing. So I think if you see this like outside, this field corner, and he's playing off pre-snap, you can, I think you should have the confidence to be able to throw to the flat.
Okay.
Oh, it's a great play by the receiver.
Yeah.
Very athletic play. And I would say that his footwork here is off. He takes like a 1-2. You can take that footwork. But I would say just like that, you took like a 1-step and load footwork when you threw a on that slant flat concept you threw against Narbonne.
Yeah.
That was great footwork for quick game. I think that's a go-to for you.
Okay.
For quick game. That's great footwork. That'll really help you stay on time, stay balanced. It's just enough to manipulate defenders to think that you're dropping back.
So keep that same one load.
Yeah, I love that. As long as coach is okay with that. As long as coach is cool with that. Okay, so defensively here, Um, now we're in 3-by-1. Got a tight end in the game. We're 11 personnel. Middle of the field is, I'm considering it closed right now because there's safety over the ball. Corners are playing different depth, different leverage. Let's see how they. So when you see these types of defenses, like where you have different defenders showing you different looks pre-snap, and you're kind of like uncertain about how they're going to end up playing this post-snap. His leverage is inside, and his eyes are on his man. He's playing off as well, and there's not a safety over the top of him. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So when I see that, I'm thinking he's in man-to-man. He's playing off. He's going to play over the top because he doesn't have safety help. So he's got to play over the top. He's going to basically try to keep everything underneath him. So if I'm throwing the football here, I love out routes, curl routes, hitches, something to get this receiver the ball quick and not allow this next inside defender, who potentially is the flat threat, to sink underneath that throw.
Okay.
Now to the field, I see a lot more zone technique. I see an outside backer or nickel, whatever you want to call him. He's playing in between my number 3 and my number 2. His eyes are inside. I see a safety over the top of number 2. Not really sure what he's getting ready to do. And then I see a corner that's playing underneath, but very likely could bail. So, you could have this happen. You could have, you could have this happen still, and he stay.
Yeah.
You could have them both bail. They end up running the football. Good run. Oh, we got a rushing touchdown. He's playing the same technique again. So they're in 3-by-1 again. You see this man-to-man here?
Yeah.
It's off man. Okay, and then to the field, they're playing more of a zone technique. I still haven't been able to tell you like what it is or what they're doing. Modern day runs the football. Touchdown. They got 5 in the box against 6. Well, they honestly don't even really block it that well. They should have made the tackle in the backfield. The running back makes the man miss. Okay. So I see this. What do you see to the field now?
Like a man. Like man.
Yeah, I would agree. They're playing off, and this corner is looking inside, but this backer is definitely showing man inside, right inside of number 3, and he's looking dead at him. This safety has walked up right on the hash with that number 2 receiver, and I'd be willing to bet that they would, if they're not in man, they're definitely playing underneath, and they're gonna come down and they're gonna try to jump on stuff.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean you still can't throw that quick game. But what I would be thinking of is, hey, let's say this tight end is split out here and you have your slant flat again. Now your back's on your left. You got this called here. The field is awesome. I love the field side. I love the field side. If you like your boundary matchup, you feel like you can do a good job of working the slant flat with that outside backer. Choose your best side. Trust your gut. Well, let's go pass here. Okay, we got trips. What are we seeing again to the isolated receiver against 3-by-1?
Man.
Okay. And here, I don't see a safety here. this is the safety who I believe is coming down, and they're getting ready to play cover 0. So they're trying to get this quarterback to get rid of the football quickly, and that's exactly what Mater Dei does. I would say, though, that instead of running a little quick screen here, I would say a better bet is maybe running a hitch to the boundary, maybe a quick out, stop route, work downfield, because that's going to threaten him to bail and get a little more separation. If you just immediately throw a really quick throw, he's reading route and maybe even footwork. He's going to break on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're in 2x2. And notice the difference in how the defensive back to the boundary is playing. A little bit different. Now that's like they drop into a quarters look to the boundary. I see too high. There's got to be another safety over here. And do you see where like the side he's paying attention to right now as you're going through your cadence?
Yeah.
So oftentimes safeties will give away like the side they're getting ready to read. And so that can give you confidence that, hey, like maybe the middle of the field is open here, right? Especially if the middle of the field threat is coming from the field side, right? Because my safety right now, all he's doing is paying attention to the boundary. He hasn't even taken a look over at the field yet. They're reading the field just like we're reading the field.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, he doesn't even for once look at you or look at the field side.
Yeah.
It's the other backers are playing. I think also too, MJ, when you're seeing like these guys like screw around, right? Like just make sure your numbers are good. Make sure your numbers are good. Okay, we're 6 for 6 right now. We're okay. I got protection. They're kind of screwing around right now. But if they're screwing around, they're worried about trying to make me concerned with the rush. That means that they're not as concerned about dropping back into coverage. So maybe they're not going to sink into the middle of the field as aggressively. Just food for thought.
Okay.
They throw underneath. I wish you could see what that field side had. Fortunately, it's so like close in. I think we're gonna have to watch different film. Yeah, this is so stupid. Okay, come on, Mater Dei. I'm blaming Mater Dei for this one. Okay, let's see if this is any better.
Were they good when you were in high school, like 50 years ago? I'm kidding.
They had who was their quarterback when I was in high school? I think it was Max Wittick. Yeah, I think it was Max Wittick. But I think Wittick graduated in 2013. I graduated in 2012. Well, actually, technically, I guess I graduated in 2013 because I went to prep school.
Oh, because didn't you go to Avon
Mm-hmm.
after Culver?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I basically repeated the senior year, right? But I want to get back into film because it's getting late and I got to get out of here soon. Okay, so here's serve 3x1. Tight end is to the boundary. This is more of a zone technique I'm seeing to the field, but these guys are really, really far off. So, hey, maybe they're aggressive to come down, which they are. Look at their first steps that they take.
Yeah.
So even though they're playing really, really deep, and I've noticed that they do, hey, we talked that first play, that first out, the corner jumped it. And there goes Servite, big old gain. Does not mean you can't still throw those throws though, and rip that quick game in there. Excuse me. You just got to be like we talked about on the phone. I think on Sunday. practice your quick game footwork, getting a good grip on the football before getting the ball off, because we want a good accurate pass, a ball that the receiver it's a very catchable ball. Quick game is all about throwing catchable footballs and being on time.
Will that mean since they're like so far off?
Film sucks. What?
Is that since they're like so far off? Do I have to wait longer, or like?
No. You, dude, trust your time. 1 foot ball. 1 foot ball. Trust your timing with your steps. Don't think because they're off, oh, let me wait and see for this play to develop. Like as soon as that, it's still the same timing. You want to get your athletes the ball as soon as you can. Let them go make the plays for you.
Yeah.
We're swapping quarterbacks right now. Okay, so I'm seeing that just off zone again. Seems like this strong safety is the flat defender, and that's who comes down and breaks on the flat. So, hey, I love slant flat here. I love slant flat, especially the outside receiver, because that inside slant might get covered up by that backer, but he's going to just fly down. You can throw that outside slant right behind his head. Curl flat. Love curl flat. Your strong safety, when you're seeing that like uneven safety level,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of a pattern I'm starting to recognize. Man, like what? Who was film? This is definitely La Mirada film. That like you got to film this. They do this on purpose. Okay, 2x2. 4-3 box. So there's got to be 2 high safeties.
Yeah.
Throwing it. And throw a hitch to the outside against a cover 2 corner. That's what it looked like to me. He broke on it very quick. Okay, so not maybe the best play call. Okay, here's that uneven safety look against 3x1. Are you seeing this pattern I'm seeing? Where he's like kind of playing like number 2. He's going to break on some.
Yep.
He's going to break on flat threats.
Yeah.
But then he carries vertically. So what that should give you confidence to throw are like those outs to the field. Let's see. Your high lows, like daggers.
Yeah. And when he breaks, he breaks hard.
Oh yeah, when he breaks hard, and he breaks on a flat threat. There's your uneven safety look again.
Yep.
But if the flat is threatened, he's taught to go for it. If the flat is not threatened, he carries. Here's your uneven safety look again. See where his eyes are?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he's just going to bail. But he carries. So when you have 2x2 or 3x1 and you have 4 verts called, he's running with that vert. That seam is not going to be there. He's going to run with it. Three by one. Okay, what's different now? They've changed pretty drastically. I'm going to go back to the wide view since they're going to take it away from us.
Now they're 1 high.
I see cover 1 now. I see cover 1 man. They're an empty cover 1 man. So hey, they've played man against modern day. They've played man against Servite, and they show it.
Mm-hmm.
So very likely that they're going to be playing man against you, especially because what are you guys doing a lot of right now as a team, as an offense, I should say?
Run.
We're running the football a lot.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to bet that they come and compress you. Dare you to throw it. So if they do that, okay, 3-by-1 again. Corners off. Gosh, I wish you could see the safeties. Servite looks terrible. This is varsity? Servite?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I gotta watch what I say. I'm recording these. Oh man, Servite is not who they used to be. They're in a building year for sure. Okay. It's kind of tough because all you can do is just see the linebackers. See if we can get to another Sunny Hills. We're just gonna run this, right? Oh, is that spread? Nope. Pass. Gosh. Okay, so hold on. Whoops. Real quick, I want to go to. Okay, I want you to tell me if this film is smooth or not. Okay, go to load. How many games they have now? Oh, they got a lot now. Yes, sir. Okay. Tell me if this is smooth. It must not
It's
be.
smooth. It's like it's way smoother than it's a
Is it
little bit
really?
choppy. Yeah. It's like way smoother than Hollow.
Okay. Okay, we'll watch a couple plays of this and then we'll be done, okay?
Okay.
So the one thing I've learned a lot about the NFL and higher leagues and reading these defenses is everyone's going to have like their different opinion of like what's happening on the field. Right? Like, oh, this is this coverage, this is a fire zone blitz, this or that, this is cover 6, this is cover 7, this is cover 1, this is whatever. This safety is a robber, this safety is a middle hook. Everyone has different lingo, everyone's trying to talk about the same thing. What I look for and what I feel like I can teach is I look for zone eyes, man eyes, depth and leverage, do defenders have defenders over the top of them that are maybe potentially helpers? Because in the NFL, like these guys become very manipulative and they'll trick you. You'll see him end up dropping down, the safety here, him end up dropping down, him end up bailing, and they call that a cover 2, and then he's down. Like an inverted cover 2. In this situation, I see man to the boundary, zone to the field. Combo coverage. I personally don't think that. Now, maybe this is the read, actually. Maybe this is the play. Oh, and then go. No. He bolts out. I don't think he really needs to if he's not supposed to. That might be the read, but what's it called? Ouch. Here. Ooh. I think you should stay in the pocket, and basically based on where Trubisky's eyes go, he's seeing, okay, do I like the fade matchup? Does he win off the line? No. Okay, now I'm going to my chair concept to the right, to the field. My out and my MRR go. Or I'm sorry, it's more of a smash concept actually.
Yeah.
Sail route with an out. Excuse me. So read the corner. Read the flat defender. He bails out. Now throw it. Okay, so now everyone starts coming down. I've got a nickel over my number 2. Defenders over slots give a lot of things away. They're not as good as pass coverage guys. So, I mean, this guy's a nickel, so he's being put in there to pass cover. I mean, he's on Chase Claypool, it looks like right now. So he might be one of their top guys. I shouldn't speak too soon, but you know, slot defenders tend to give things away, especially at the high school level. They kind of quick snap this one, but they're in man. They're in cover 1. A little China route to the field. He's going to run in like he's running a little shallow drag and then break out real quick. Great man beater. Excellent man beater. Trying to see if this is a spacing concept or not. Kind of looks like one. Somewhat. Almost a spacing concept. Not quite. China route. Great route against man. Okay, so I'm seeing, what are you seeing here defensively? What do we always start with?
Too high.
Okay, I'm seeing too high. What's
Too
next?
high. And the corners are, they have kind of like, well, the one to the, they're in the middle of the field. The one on top, he's kind of outside, and he has his eyes inside, which kind of indicates zone. And they,
Who knows, right? Who knows what they're getting ready to do? At first, I think he's getting ready to come down. He's getting ready to bail. Then they end up motioning. He gives a signal to that corner, I think, to basically go, no, you have the flat now. I'm bailing. I got your over-the-top help. Do you see that call that's made? Whoops.
yeah. NFL is crazy.
So what helps is for me, I like to, at least in the NFL, at least watching this tape, it's a little easier for me to like watch the play first and then be able to go, okay, how would I look at the defense knowing what the play is?
Is that
Because
for like when you watch film all the time, or just for
yes, that's when I watch, like watching film all the time. Usually I want to know what the play is before
Mm-hmm.
watching what the defense is getting ready to do.
I see.
Because that's gonna impact my pre-snap read and how I'm looking at the defense and what I'm thinking about and where I'm
Yeah.
thinking about going post snap. Like here, for example, let me go back real quick. Sorry, give me a second. I got to get used to using the controls on this. Okay, so what are you seeing here?
Like a one eye cover one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man to man, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch how well. Go back. We've got a man-to-man matchup here with my number 2 on the right side. Okay. He wins the shallow cross. Watch how well this defender reads that he loses and matches that drag. Boom, he's there. And it's like, if you throw that here, it's not necessarily a bad decision.
Yeah. Do you think he made the right decision and go over top?
Hold on. He felt like that was his best matchup, then yeah. I like the shallow drag and the dig against press man. He's like your hold defender. He's just kind of like, he's like the rover. He's kind of patrolling the middle of the field, seeing anything that crosses his face. He's kind of again, maybe robbing is the right way to describe him. At the end of the day, it's man to man. So it's like my guys have to beat yours. Okay, so too high. I feel protected. Might be in a cloud coverage. He might end up bailing. I feel confident though that the safeties are going to stay in 2. But hey, look at they end up rolling.
Yeah.
Trick play. I don't want to see like that, just a regular play. I see this is man to man. Looks like maybe an RPO. Get back to like the middle of the field. So too high, they end up running a jet sweep. Let's get pass play and finish on a pass play. 11 personnel. cross, goes into 3, play action to the screen. Okay. Action, looks left, point. Actually a good play.
Oh, wow.
Empty. They motion into kind of a bunch 2x2. Gosh, they're freaking just running it. Run, 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 run. Should have known better to choose a game with Mitch Trubisky. Who am I to judge, though? You see how often the defensive backs have different pre-snap leverage and depth and eyes?
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing I noticed the most about the NFL is the defensive backfield is just a lot trickier pre-snap. They know what you're reading. They know what you're being taught to look at.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't care that they're just showing you man to man.
Yeah.
But I think going back to like La Mirada, you're seeing certain tendencies. That's what you're looking for in the NFL is you're trying to find different tendencies. You're trying to find different defenders that maybe will give something away, right? Or if you still can't figure it out, you're just trusting, hey, okay, these guys over here are showing me zone. This guy over here is showing me man. I don't know if these safeties are going to roll. Does it even matter if the safeties roll with this play? Right. That's why I said, I want to know what the play is before I watch the tape on film. It's going to give me an idea. Sorry, I got to stretch my back real quick. It's going to give me an idea of, oh my gosh, of how I'm going to read it pre-snap. So the 3 things I saw against La Mirada were they will play man and they will show it. Just like the Bengals did against the Steelers. They show it. Were you able to recognize that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also against 3x1, how does that safety come down and play?
When there's a flat threat, he comes down pretty hard.
Right. And if there's not a flat threat,
He bails.
he'll carry and bail vertically, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what did you practice today?
It was trips with the tight end.
Trips with the tight end?
Yeah.
So I would anticipate that safety being down on number 2. And what plays did you practice out of that formation?
We did claw. Claw was a post dig.
Post dig.
And post dig, and the tight end he had to get to
so number one has a post, number 2 has a dig.
Yeah.
Hey, so anticipate if you see that uneven safety level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're going, I think this is when they have that safety basically play number 2. If he gets threatened vertically, he'll carry with him. If he gets attacked by the flat, he's going to break on that thing really fast and know that is he going to follow that dig or is he going to sink over the top of the post? Based on how we saw him carry vertically in previous plays. Is he going to follow the dig or is he going to play over the top of the post? What do you think?
He's probably going to play the post.
You think he's going to play the post?
Because when he's threatened vertically.
But who is the post threatening him or is the dig threatening him?
The dig.
The dig is, right?
Yeah.
Because the safety is going to be playing over number 2. So I would say, MJ, that it's more likely that he's going to jump that dig and be paying attention to the dig route. And that the corner is going to be one-on-one with the post.
With the post. But
that's who you have eyes for, though. So when you're reading that play, you're looking at that safety.
Yeah.
You're looking at that safety that's over number 2. How is he playing? Is he jumping this dig, or is he playing over the top? Am I going to throw this dig and bang it in there because that safety has bailed over the top and is leaving this dig underneath? Or is this safety playing right on top of this dig route and not even paying attention to what's happening behind him? And then what does your tight end have?
He's getting like into basically as a corner. Well, not a corner. He's going to the opposite side of the field.
Like a little drag route or something?
It's like because in 2x2, the 2-man has a corner, and he has that.
So say it's like from this side you have post,
Yeah,
you have dig, and then he's going like this?
No, but at a steeper angle. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that.
So I would be working him and him.
Mhm. Yeah.
What does your backside have?
Like a right now route. He's
What's
coming
that?
right now.
A
He's
what?
like he well, they call it a right now route. Like a really
And what does that mean?
shallow.
He's just coming across?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Anything else? What else did you practice today? Play wise. Any other pass
They
plays?
added Huh?
Any other pass plays?
Yeah, they added strong. So the still in trips, and the one has a streak, he has an MR. The 2 has a 6-yard hitch,
Mm-hmm.
and the 3-man does too. And then the running back has he has a flare route, and we're seeing if the safety, the one that we read, the one that you were talking about that kind of plays uneven, we're reading him. So if he comes down on the flare, we're throwing that hitch. But if he kind of plays the hitch, we're throwing the flare.
So you're running it like three by one. Tight end in the game or no?
No.
So he's going like that.
Yep.
Bang, throw it. I personally don't think that now is he motioning?
No.
Ooh. Yeah, just read him. If he bails, you throw. Well, fuck. To be honest with you, man, like no matter what, you want to throw that.
Yeah.
If he bails, what can you still throw?
That.
Just throw it.
Yeah.
If he comes down, what do you throw? That. This is just a what I would say is you just want to immediately go to him and make sure that you're not timing it up wrong where like he breaks and but he's really breaking for the flare,
Mm-hmm.
but you throw it early and don't let him fully break for the flare. So just immediately bring your eyes to him and just make sure you're reading what decision he's making. If he takes any sort of step back, you rip.
Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because you see, today, I was we're playing against the JV defense, and he came down. He came down hard, but I didn't want to throw it until my guy kind of had some space because I didn't want him to pick it off
Right.
or throw it. Yeah, because he was breaking down, so I kind of
Yeah.
had to wait. But then Coach T, he was pretty mad because he said it was late, but it was still a completion.
Gotcha. Well, just, when they're mad at you, just take it. Yes, sir. I'll do better. Whatever he's telling you you need to be better at, that's what you say you're going to do better at.
Yeah.
Just, yes, sir. Any other plays that you ran?
We did. This was with the tight end. We did a smash or China. We call it China. The 2-man has a corner, and then the 3-man has a 5-yard in, and then the tight end, he's sitting in front of the quarterback at 10 yards.
Hold on. What formation are you in?
3-by-1 with the tight end.
Okay. And what does the number 1 have?
5-yard in.
Okay. What's the H have?
A corner.
What's the Y have?
He's sitting in front of at like 10. Yeah.
What's backside have?
He has a post.
Whoa. What the hell? Actually, that's actually not that bad. It's got a post. Okay. 3-by-1. How are we anticipating them? I saw 2 different defenses against 3-by-1. I saw man-to-man, and I saw that funky safety coming down and basically coming down to play flat.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, if we see that defense, is he going to come down and play the flat?
Yes.
But who does he have eyes for though, MJ?
Oh, you're right. He has eyes for 2.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
The only time I saw him breaking for the flat was when it was coming from inside. But if it was coming from the outside, that's a late flat threat. Yeah. This is a late flat threat to me. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to bail with the corner.
Yeah.
So I'd say, boom, right now. 1, 2, 3, ball. And you're throwing that underneath 5-yard in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they're in man, I love just how you read it against Narbonne.
Okay.
If the corner bites on the 5-yard in, you throw the corner.
Yeah.
If the corner bails, you throw the 5-yard in. But you definitely trust that the player over number 2, if they're showing man-to-man, they're going to be playing man-to-man.
Yeah.
They're not going to disguise that. Last play, you got one more if you have any other ones that you want to talk about.
Viking out. So this is in regular trips. Number 1 has a streak. Number 2 has a streak. And then
hold on. Why isn't it letting me draw? Draw. Hold on. What the heck? Yeah, let me draw. Okay. Viking out. What's Viking out?
So yeah, number 1 has a streak.
Mm-hmm.
And then number two also has a streak. And then number 3 has a speed out.
Okay, so against 3-by-1, those two verticals are clear outs for the out.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Oh, and also the running back has a flare.
Cool. So your basic just a flood concept. That's all it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Just a flood concept. So against that safety, who's our aggressive flat defender, he's going to be getting attacked initially vertically We got to make sure though that he doesn't come down aggressively late to that flare route, especially if it's being ran to the same side. And how deep is the out route? Is it 5 or 10 yards?
It's 12 to 16 yards.
Okay, perfect. So he will not be breaking on that as much as the flare. So if he carries with that vertical, you rip that out to the sideline.
Okay.
That's your read. Your
Yeah.
read is that safety, that flat defender, that outside backer. If you see man to man, you can read it the same way. Or if you like your matchup, I like the press matchups better than I do the off man matchups.
And for the ball, for the speed out, how do I throw that?
You're driving it.
Okay.
If you need to add some height in order to let the um, uh, let the ball do a little more work for you, then I would suggest doing that. There's nothing wrong with adding some height. It's a timing throw. I would say if your left foot is forward, it's a 4-step drop with a hitch, potentially 2.
So that's it's on the line.
Yeah, you got to throw that. That's a tough throw.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
You can do it though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I can.
All right, man.
I mean, I have.
I bet you have. I know you have. I've seen you do it multiple times. So yeah, that's how you're reading. You're seeing that backer bail carry out with that number 2 vertical, and you rip that ball towards the numbers.
Yeah. But there's been times where it oh, okay, good night.
Sorry, I gotta get going, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Well, if you have any questions, let me know what kind of plays you're running this week, and we can talk more if you'd like. Okay.
I will. Have a good night, Coach.
You too. Take care.